Good morning. So this morning I'm on my way to get a workout. I think I'm gonna go down to Cleveland Planet Fitness, get a workout in, and me and my wife gonna go clean this Airbnb at my brother-in-law. That's really became a part-time job. That's what that stuff is back there. Sheets and blankets for the Airbnb. So we got to go clean that. Today, man, I wanted to talk about my dreams and my goals, right? Are you trying to push for something? Are you trying to move in a direction? You feel like you got something that you're driving towards, right? So for me, one thing I feel like I'm driving towards is, or what I want. Let me just be honest. What I want, what I'm asking God for, or what you may be asking the universe for, or things that I know I can't do myself. So let me start by saying first, of course, I want to be out of debt. I don't want to owe no man anything except the debt to love him. That's the only thing I want to owe somebody. I want to have more than enough money. I don't have to be a billionaire, but I want to have more than enough money. One little small thing we used to be like, I used to tell my wife, I want to go to the grocery store without having to look at the checkbook and see how much we can spend. You know what I'm saying? You can just go to the grocery store or take care of stuff that you need without worrying about, oh, I only can spend $60. But I actually figured it out though. I need to make, I think, 200, and to really live my life the way I want to live it, I think I need to make 280,000. You know what I'm saying? That's paying off all my bills in a 2-year period. Enough money to have allowance, to take my wife to get her hair and nails done, to plan for trips, to take care of kids. Yes, my kids are grown, but I still want to be somebody who can help them out, you know what I'm saying, when needed. I want a farm. I used to didn't be like that. When my wife wanted the farm first, right? But I used to be like, man, I know if we ever get a farm, I'm going to end up being the one who got to take care of the farm. Just like the dog. She wanted the dog, but I'm always the one out who got to take him to the vet and do all of this. So I didn't want a farm, but over time, the farm mentality kind of grew on me. I don't want a full-fledged farm. I just want one cow named Ribeye, one pig named Bacon, some chickens, and a couple of goats, because I just like goats. I like the way they climb up on stuff. And I want a house on some land. I can really say my goals and my dreams have changed over time, but that's kind of what I want. And I also want, right now, me and my wife, we just bought my daughter a car not too long ago. We driving my Honda, and I don't want to complain about it because this Honda been getting us where we need to go. And I was thinking the other day, even though my Honda looked bad, honestly, I ain't do it. Nothing that's wrong with this Honda I did, except for probably the carpet on the front side. My son wrecked it. Mother-in-law wrecked it. My daughter, one of my daughters, when she was working at Whole Foods, somebody tried to break into it and tore the doorknob handle off. All that happened, yes, by my family, but not by me or my wife. But nevertheless, it's been getting me to and fro. But I'm supposed to be in the office in the next 2 weeks. Well, this week I'm going to be in the office Tuesday and Wednesday. And then after that, the next week is in the office full time. So I know I need to get an oil change. So I got to do all of that. So I just wanted to dream a little bit. And I want to travel. I want to hop on cruises. I want to be going places. Now, I got a job, I only get 18 days off a year. But still, when I get time off, I want to travel. Even if it's like I'm going to be doing shift work. So 2 on, 3 off, 3 on, 2 off, something like that. But then when I get 3 days off, hey, if we don't want to stay where we stay, we could go somewhere else. That's the kind of resources I want. I still need to fix my apartment up. I'm sharing this with you guys, but I'm really asking God. And I'm thanking him for it now because I know it's already done. So if you pushing forward, if you in your own life are pushing towards anything, man, write it down. I got it on some big boards at the house and little boards to try to keep me focused. And when I get to my office, I don't do it overtly, right? so that everybody be like, oh, I try to make it small enough so that while I'm working, I can see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got going on. I'm just thinking about my goals, my dreams, especially when I go clean this house. I always want to think about where we going. And sometimes I start to feel bad a little bit. And I know it's wrong, right? Because the Lord blessed me with this job, but I feel bad because our first couple of checks, it seemed like it's always something coming up. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you got to do this. And I've been spending every single penny. And I ain't even really been giving. I want to. I do want to give something, right? Because I want to give something. So I got to work that in. At least to show to myself, God is supplying me. He's always supplying me. He's been supplying me. But every time I talk to y'all, I always feel like I don't got no script. Or I don't know what I'm going to say, and I feel like I'm all over the place. Maybe when I edit, I'm going to start putting this together. But I wanted to talk about goals and dreams and where I want to go. Oh, body-wise, I want to be in shape. Personally, I want to be in shape. I don't want my wife to be, when I'm getting close to 50. I don't want her to be running me around at every single doctor's appointment, to be doing stuff like that. I want to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be on pills. And I think I got another topic to talk about one day. And that's where, like, I believe for things, but how do I go about doing that? I do want this to be more about, because you hear people talk about it, and I want to tell you where I get confidence for some of the things that I say. So maybe we can walk through that one day. But nevertheless, man. And I think sometimes it's good to just dream. Do y'all ever feel like that? It's good to dream. Think about the lottery sometimes. I always think about winning the lottery. And if I won the lottery, what would I do with this? How would I do with that? I don't even know. I was thinking about I don't even know, right? I'm not asking God to do anything for me in a certain way, because he can do things in ways that I never thought about. But I have followed some YouTube creators or content creators or people who blew up. One person in particular, I say two, but one person in particular, right? Operation Nikki. I think she's a black lady who cleans houses or cleans her own house. Just shows herself getting organized. And man, the Lord has blessed her so much, because you can't say it's not the Lord. I'm not saying she ain't talented in what she's doing, but she lived that life that I had envisioned when I had thought about first starting to make content. What if God could take what I'm doing and blow it up? You know what I'm saying? And blow it up. When I look at her content, she got millions and millions of views. And it's just off of something she liked doing. And I seen one video that she said the other day, when she started back in the day when she was staying in a one-bedroom apartment or staying with some friends or something like that. And look at where God then brought. I think they done bought took family vacations. She just living her best life. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't worried about nothing. I know I'm rambling, y'all, but so I look at her, Keith Lee. I remember when he started cooking dinner just for his wife. There was another lady. She was an Uber driver. Now she a movie star. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is like, that's my motivation. But now I know God don't got to bless me in that way. He already blessed me with the job that I got, with the amount of money I make. And y'all don't even know. But I'm trying to stay focused on this video and just talk about goals and dreams and vision. It's good to have a vision. It's good to be pushing towards something. That's what I'm trying to do. I got it wrote down on my board. I read it. Even in my job, right? I got a vision for my job. When I got my job, I wanted to be a leader. I don't want to just get a job. I don't want to be complacent. I want to step out on challenges. I want to take projects that I normally wouldn't take. I want to speak up when I normally don't speak up. I want to be dominant on my job. I feel like I'm on assignment there. You know what I'm saying? I want to dominate. It's my divine right to dominate. So that's what I want to do. I send myself an email. Really, I snooze it every day so that it pops up, and then I read it. And it just helps me to just like speak blessings over my people, speak blessings over the people I work with, the leadership. I want this job to be a blessing for me as well as for everybody else that I work with. So I got a vision in my job. I was listening to something when I woke up this morning, and it was like, set a vision for your body. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your body. Take dominion over your body. I really feel like, though, man, when I share stuff like this with y'all, that y'all might think I'm really trying to be religious. And I'm not really. I don't want to be religious. I want to be spiritual. Some people be like, even that's a category or something that you putting yourself into. It ain't really no category, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that it's a category I'm putting myself into. But I guess I want my life to be a testimony. So anyway, I done said a whole lot. And sometimes I feel like I ain't said nothing. But focusing on goals and dreams. Hopefully you watching me, you on the same path I'm on, then you got some goals and dreams that you pursuing. I don't think I'm gonna give y'all no shots of working out today. But look, I know one thing, get back into the office, I think I'm gonna be able to eat right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start focusing on eating right and doing stuff like that, because I ain't gonna have nothing else. I actually need to fix my lunch. I'll fix my lunch for those 2 days today. I'm looking. I can see, let me see if I can show y'all. I can see one of my headlights out, so I need to work on that. But anyway, man, thank y'all for on my way to the gym. We're going to get this thing. Did I wash my face? I know I ain't washed my face. But all right then, man. Y'all be good. I'm out.